ஒரே ஒரு 5 லிட்டர் இதய மந்த்ரா கடல் எண்ணெய் பேக் ஒரு மாசம் முழுசுக்கும் அத்தனை சமையல முடிச்சு விடலாம். இதய மந்த்ரா.
Very good steps using digital technology. So digital public infrastructure which provides a unified platform for trade documentation and financing solutions is intended to complement the unified logistics interface platform. And then upgradation of warehousing and infrastructure for air cargo was also announced in this budget. Enhancement by 2.5 times and 2 times the investment and turnover limits for classification of MSME also in this budget. National framework for the GCC, the Global Capability Centers. Further support services-led growth in emerging Tier 2 cities also in this budget. Also in this budget was the rationalization of customs tariff structure for industrial goods to remove 7 tariff rates for all of us, or those of us who still believe in the commentary which was made in the US that India may be the tariff king. No, I want 2 things to be remembered. Given our system of things, we seek parliamentary approval for deciding on the tariff rate. You obtain from the parliament the permission to go up to a certain level. But effectively, you are at a far lower level. Effective rate, tariff rate is at a far lower level. But what gets published in the Gazette would be that level for which you obtain permission from the parliament, and it is that level which appears everywhere, and people then tend to think, probably rightly, that's the rate at which we are imposing tariffs. So our procedures have given us that not so desirable picture of being very, very restrictive and regressive about tariff. Many of them were already far lower than the rate at which the Gazette notification came after the approval of the Parliament. But even after that, 7 tariff rates have been removed in this budget, reducing the total to just 8. So for those of us who still think there's something about the tariff story in India, I want this to be clear. There are only just 8, including the 0 rate. So we have done a lot of reforms in reducing the burden on trade by cutting down on tariffs to support manufacturing and domestic value addition, promote exports, and to facilitate trade. And the last one in this particular budget was trade facilitation measures, including a time limit for provisional assessment in the Customs Act, which was one major step. And that will be of great relief for most of the import-export people. An extension of the time limit for end use of imported goods from 5 months to 1 year, so that operational flexibility can be appreciated. So you didn't have to rush all the production after having imported a particular component without duty, because it was going to get exported again. But now you have a larger time frame within which you can do the manufacturing of that component which has come in for you to export again. So there are a lot of things that we can talk. Private sector participation is also picking up. It can be even more faster. But I think for the sake of our exporters, we all need to continue to innovate and bring in more and more support for them. And I think what is more important is risk sharing facilities. We need creative solutions. Hedging instruments, we need creative solutions, and also for advisory support. So I think you've been very patient hearing me. Thank you very much. But once again, I wish all those awards recipients and word of very big praise for Exim Bank for having taken this measure today. Thank you very much.